Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right, so today, my guest is a seasoned artist, most notably for his participation in The Voice UK. He did a phenomenal job and also managed to move the whole nation, not just the judges, but the whole nation. He's now on a new journey of music and a very one that's very faith led. So I'm excited to talk to him. It is none other than the beautiful, the wonderful Mark Asari. Hey,
Yeah, I'm
how are you?
all right, I can't complain. How
Yeah,
you-
I'm good. We just easing out of this whole lockdown thing, trying to get back into the zone,
Mhm.
get fitter, get well. I guess everybody's trying to get fit again, get the summer body right, and all
Yeah,
that stuff. So,
I mean,
yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So let's talk about it real quick. How has the lockdown actually been for you? Like, was it a struggle? Did you cope well? How has it been? I love that.
um, you know what? I found it. No, so I coped quite well, to be honest. Like because, usually I'm very to myself,
Hmm.
so it just felt like a normal day. No, I'm just joking. No, like um, for me,
Yeah.
and it was positive, like because I got to just reflect and just kind of find down and just see what's important,
Hmm.
and I've got time to rededicate myself back
Yeah.
to Lord, and just it's just been a good it's been a good period.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
For the
So one
most
thing I
part,
was going to
yeah.
ask you actually was, you're an introvert, aren't you? Would you say you're an introvert?
Not all the time, just with I'm an extrovert. Not totally, but like maybe 60% of the time.
60% of the time.
55.
65.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what? I asked that because a lot of artists that I've spoken to who are introverts, they're like, this pandemic has been a dream for them. And, like it's been the best thing to ever happen. And I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, like they don't need to really be out in public as such. They
Yeah.
love what they do, but not to be out in public, be able to do it in a different surrounding, in a different setting, and still be able to impact. They were like, yeah, this is fantastic for them. So that's why I had to ask you, like, are you an introvert? But since you're 65% of an introvert, I guess it kind of has helped you a little bit
Yeah.
as well. So, which is a good thing. So, so
But like,
listen, let's quickly talk about it. Your time on The Voice,
mhm.
UK, which was fantastic, by the way, because when I saw you, I was just like, wait, what? What?
What's happening? Ah,
Yeah. It's like, why is Mark on there? But what made you apply to go on it? And I guess, how did you find the experience?
okay, so what made me go on it was, well, I kind of was persuaded because, yeah, no, so on the side, like,
Hmm.
I also do weddings and corp, like corporate
Corporate stuff. Yeah.
functions and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So my agent said that no, so, that my agent said that the once the client see that you've been on TV, your
Yeah.
fee tends to be higher, and this,
Okay.
yes. So that was the only reason why I went there.
On it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's selfish, but 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 then as I got through the audition process, things started to change. Like the reason why I went there,
Mm-hmm.
it's like um, I noticed that I was inspiring people and this, that, and the third. So I just thought, do you know what? This is all right. And I just continued.
Yeah, just threw yourself
Yeah.
into it. Were your
Yeah.
parents okay with it?
Yeah. Like they're not really like they're like chilled. Like they don't really bother me much. They
Yeah,
just want to they want to see something, you know.
something positive come out of it,
Yes,
basically.
yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
No,
definitely.
how African.
African parents, man, boy, you tell them they're going to be a singer. Sing
Yeah.
what? What are you singing,
I
my
had
friend? Go and read
all,
your book.
all my yeah, all my life. No, so for them to see, that,
Hmm.
I was like, hey, my son is on TV. My son is on TV. Hey, with all of that.
It's that one. When they see you on TV, like everybody's now watching. It's like, ah,
How
that's
they
my
support?
son. Yeah, they're like,
How they
yeah.
support? Yeah, they do.
I love that. I
Life,
love
life.
that. I love that. Okay, so now, obviously, it's clear that you love to sing, but then also you have something that you've always struggled with, your whole life, pretty much, and it's the fact that you stammer. So, like, how how have you been able to manage it, and like, are people understanding and a bit more empathetic about it? Because sometimes, like, when you have something that's like that should be normal, because obviously you want to be able to talk without being able to stammer and whatnot. How do people handle it, and how have you been able to handle it over the years, and what have been your coping strategies?
So I think that when I was younger, like it was a lot worse.
Mm.
Like I literally was like I'm like
Couldn't
couldn't
speak.
say like a
Yeah.
word. But um, like naturally, as you just get um, as you get older, you
Mm-hmm.
just get more confident in yourself, and like you just like you're more self-aware
Yeah.
and this and that. So it's like naturally, I just kind of just got better at just got more fluent
Yeah.
than I was back then. But um, also, I found that with singing or talking to a rhythm, kind of
Like how
helped
you doing
me
now?
not to stutter as much because I'm not actually focusing on what I'm. No, it's like I'm not focusing
Focusing.
on what I'm saying, but I'm
Yeah,
more
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm more focused on following the beat. So it's
Wow.
very mental. Like it's so as I've gotten older, I've just figured out certain things that work for me. So that's how I've kind of coped and worked my way around it.
Gosh, that's
And also,
amazing.
like people, they're like generally they're supportive.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
they're like he has a stutter. Let me just wait until he finishes what he
Yep.
says. Yeah, so like like it's not been too it's it's not been too mad. I think that when I was younger with children, they were like they were
It was the worst then, because obviously they were
yeah,
like, why can't you
kids
speak?
don't know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they don't know.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah. So
It's
it's
true.
it's mainly back then, but now people are more supportive and
Hmm.
understanding. So they
Mm.
just yeah.
So, question. So, when you started out doing music, like in the industry, like right at the beginning, like how did they handle it? Would they? were they understanding about it? Because sometimes, some of these music professionals can be complete like, I'll reserve the word that I want to use, okay?
Yeah,
Because
I
we're
think
trying
I'm
to
not
keep it
the content.
PC. Exactly, we're trying to keep it PC
Yeah,
right now. So and God is watching my tongue as well. So so you so you know what I mean. So like,
yeah.
what was it like when you first started out in music, and like what were these execs like? Because it must have been. Were you frustrated with them, or did they understand, or were they kind of like didn't want to even know at all?
Do you know what? Yeah, like yes. So there was one like yes. So there was one occasion that sticks out to me when so I wow, I'm really stuttering more for some reason. I think this is like a it's but yeah. So I wanted to sign up to a management company.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a meeting with them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're good, you're this and that." But that stutter, like work on that, work on that, because being an artist, you're like you are going to have to do
A lot of talking.
talking, this, that,
Mm-hmm.
interviews and all that stuff.
Yep.
So that sort of like stuck in my.
In your head. Yeah.
So then that sort of like stirred me. No, so that sort of made me just kind of. So that made me want to be more in the back. So
Right. So more behind the scenes
like a
rather than
songwriter and a
yeah.
producer. So that's how I kind of got into that sort of
Mm-hmm.
side of things,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I wasn't really confident back
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been tough, but obviously, like um, like no, so wait, what am I trying to say? So it's like I've lost my train of thought.
And then you
You know
pause.
what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think I do get what you mean. Like it has it was a bit iffy in the beginning, but now it's fine because people are a lot more understanding and support. I guess because now you've got such an exposure, people know about you, so they
yeah,
know where you're coming from, and they know like what you is suffering a word. Is it really suffering? But it's just what's a challenge.
yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah. The
challenge, not really suffering, but it's
challenge,
more of a challenge in
the
in your
challenge. Yeah,
speech ability, and it affects thousands of other people. So you're not the only person, but I think yours is
yeah,
very unique in the fact that like I don't know many people who stutter and can sing as well. Do you get what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
it's just like you know God might have given you something that's not normal, but this is who you are. But yet, on the other side, you're still able to do something that's still phenomenal. That you're still able to, you're still able to impact and change. Not, I guess, change lives and just be an influence of some sort
yeah. Definitely,
for
definitely.
someone to look to. So, and I'm pretty sure, like lots of people, you've got young people like looking at you and thinking, "Wow, this guy, if he can do that, I can certainly do that." Like your challenge shouldn't limit what you can do and what you can achieve, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what. That's how I. That's how I see it. Because
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely think that um, if I never stutter, like
Mm-hmm.
I would probably be a different person, like not humble or just not. Well,
Mm.
no, but I feel that this is for a particular reason and a purpose. Just so that yeah, like just so that I can have and so that I can and have an impact. Sorry if I break into song or do kind of
Go
weird
for it.
lyrical.
Go for
But
it.
yeah,
Basically, to have an impactful life and make an impact
and
in what you
inspire thousands of
and know. And I think you're on that way as well. I think you are absolutely on that way to doing that, which is, which is I think is an amazing feat. So, and talking of music, actually, obviously you were singing. You were releasing music anyway, like doing mainstream stuff. But I think recently I saw a switch in that.
yeah.
There's been a switch in the type of music that you're releasing, and I think it took a lot of people by surprise. But then, even though it took me by surprise, but I still welcomed it. I was like,
Let's
God
go.
is in this. I said, God is in this. There is something going on here that
Yeah.
has made you to now sing a lot of faith-based songs, like a lot of gospel songs. So tell us about that journey. Like, what happened? Did something happen in your faith? Like, that you thought, well, God is calling me to do something different. Like, what was that journey? What happened?
Um. Okay. So especially like um. So when I, yes. So at the start of lockdown, like things just started to just no. It's like um. I kind of was in a space of like I felt um like there was nothing really going on with what I was. No, how can I explain? It's like yeah, so there was an emptiness that I felt.
Oh, wow.
I just felt like that, like um, I wasn't really felt like I wasn't really living out my purpose.
Hmm.
It's like the things I was doing,
Hmm.
like just felt like felt like I was just wow. Sorry about this. It's like
Take your time.
I
It's fine.
felt that like I was just
Did you feel like,
doing it
I
for like
think, yeah, I think one of the words you said was you felt empty, but you just felt like there was, I guess, no direction
with
of,
no direction. I was
of,
just there, just somehow. I
mm,
was just kind of just kind of just kind of doing stuff just because I'm just doing it
hmm
for like people for people
people, yeah.
like
So you weren't doing it for yourself, really. It was just you were just doing it because people, I guess, just for people's pleasure, just for the attention of people,
yeah, yeah,
basically.
yeah.
And that, so it was almost like you're just doing it, but it wasn't anything purposeful. It was just very meaningless. You were just doing it for the
Nothing
sake of it because you're an artist. You have to put something out,
it's
and you've
just
got to do
doing
it.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So it got to a point where I just wanted something more.
Hmm.
So at the time, yeah, um, I gave my life back to the Lord
Wow.
because yeah, I was just doing a lot of stuff that I'm not supposed to be doing, and I was just like feeling lost and just like not really
No,
lost. So
yeah, no focus,
yeah.
no direction. Yeah.
So then, like, what was the turn? So what the turning point was that was not so. So this is taking so long. Sorry about this, but um, so a friend of mine, he said that he had a we've had,
A dream.
yeah, that I died. Yeah, yes. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. So I was like, like, so that just got me thinking,
yeah.
yeah, that like, wow, that that if I was to like die, yeah, like
Mm.
what would my life like? Do you know, like
What
what
would it be like, and what would you leave behind? What would it be? What was the meaning? Did your life have meaning? And
meaning,
yeah.
stuff like that. So that just sort of got me thinking. So I said, yeah, Lord, I think it's time to just live for you, like, and just do what I feel you are calling me
To do.
to do.
Yeah.
So I just started reading from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and I just got deeper, and then I just was just
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Long story short, long story short,
Wow.
yeah. You know what?
That's and this all happened last year in 2020.
Yeah, like recent,
Wow. That is crazy.
recent thing, bro.
Because it feels like, because for me, I've always known that, like, deep down, that you've come from a Christian background because of your family, your friends. Like, it was kind of evident. I could see,
Yeah,
even from when the very very first time that we met. But obviously, in terms of the lane that you were operating in, you were in doing mainstream, so it was like
yeah,
mainstream music and stuff like that. But in the back of your mind, you still had your Christian values, but not
yeah,
quite,
yeah,
which was
definitely.
there. So for you to now say that this I guess this pandemic has been a blessing in disguise for a lot of people, and I guess for you, where you've rededicated your life back to God again and really living on purpose in His purpose.
Yeah,
Wow.
you actually articulated it much better than me. But that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get it, because I can definitely see that, and I'm guessing that your parents, that must have brought a lot of joy to their heart
Do
for you
you
to
know
for them
what?
to do that.
No. So I've not come from like a Christian household. Like my parents, like they're Christian, but
Mhm.
they're not like they don't go church like on.
On
It's
Sundays, yeah, they
very
don't go to church all the time, right?
yeah, like it's more you know.
Hmm.
So I never had like them like um you
They
know
never really put it on you, so they didn't really put the whole Christianity thing on you. Like, you must do this, you have to, like, we're
so
praying, right?
so
Right.
it was my like choice
Wow.
actually like step out and
Yeah.
do these things. Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing, and I can't lie. I'm I don't even know what to say. I'm grateful. Like, I
Oh,
thank God.
me
I thank
too.
God, because you have such a unique blessing, um that's really going to influence a lot of people, if that makes sense. You have a unique thing that that God is going to use for so many, not just within gospel or whatever, but I think even in mainstream as well. When they see something, it's just like the fact that you have this challenge, like I said before, but you're still able to live out your purpose, and that can only be God. It can't be just man or therapist. Okay, great, therapists help in terms of helping you to cope with things, but ultimately it's God and stuff. And
It's the only thing. Yeah.
have you found that since being in this journey with him, like, have you found like the opportunities, the doors have been opening for you are better than, I guess, what you had before, or is it still slowly starting to happen?
Um, I feel that like um there's more. there's more opportunities, and like I feel that there's like a genuine like there's there's a genuine and place that is now
Happening like
starting.
a good pace, a good pace in terms of things happening. So it's like
Yeah,
it's more substance and it's more
more
like
substance.
yeah,
It's way more substance.
which I think is amazing.
Um, and mm, I feel more at peace. Like,
Mm.
yeah, it's like there's no like there's no pressure to like do this and have to be just doing stuff
Hmm.
just because like it feels like there's more purpose. So it just feels better. Like
Yeah, I can. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think when you really walk with God, like the kind of peace and like less worry or stress that you have in terms of when it comes to doing your purpose
yeah,
is so much rewarding. And I guess you find that things flow. You know, obviously you have your ups and downs, but things tend to like just flow easier, right?
actually, yeah, like things are just coming and I'm like, oh, okay. And then that starts to come up. I'm like,
Yeah,
what? Yeah. But like it's just to
it's coming
coming
together.
slowly, yeah, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
slowly but surely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely amazing. Wow, thank you for that testimony. I really appreciate that. That's brilliant. So now you're on this journey, music wise. You've released some amazing songs, and I feel like there's a lot more songs to come. So like I can't like honestly like I'm so I can play all your songs every single day, like on every time I do my show. Like I can play your song, and I think I have done for the last few weeks. Like there's got to be a Mark Asari track on it, and I know the guys on the station that I work at, they absolutely love your music, and I think they're just as shocked, like wow, like you're doing gospel music. This is amazing, you know. So with that said, like are we should we be expecting like music in terms of like an EP or an album or all that kind of stuff?
Definitely. In fact, yeah, so my first EP,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, um is so that comes out in like 2 weeks. So like June, June, June the 11th.
Awesome.
And yes, so I'm excited about that. And I'm also planning to do like a second one, like
Okay.
later down the year. So
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm just in a nice space where I'm just
So just in that space of like literally just turning out the
turning it.
music and whatnot, which is great. So like in terms of the stuff, the kind of stuff that you're writing about, because obviously you have a song out with Askar, which is called "Take It," which I
Yeah.
think is brilliant. Like you know, if it doesn't give you glory, just take it away. Like what made you? Is it did your testimony inspire that, or what was this? What inspired that song?
Um, like just life in
Mm.
general, but like so as a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of stuff like there's like so much challenges.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's like yeah, so personal experience
Mm-hmm.
that inspired it, like it's like so it's like we have like struggles and stuff. So it's me just like saying, Lord, like I want to um I want to be I can't say the word like um
Please you or service to you, kind of thing.
I want to be obedient
Obedient
yeah. But these things they get in
in the way. So basically, the distractions, all the distractions.
distractions and just temptations and stuff. So it's
Yeah,
like it's me just like saying, Lord, just please take this,
take
take
this stuff
these
away
things, yes, so that I can just be on the and no, straight and
and narrow.
narrow path.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
amazing.
I think a lot of people can relate
Hmm.
to the song.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that's what inspired it. Just
Yeah,
real life, basically.
amazing. And what was it like working with Rebler? Because I know you had a track with Rebler called Run, which I thought was fantastic. That was, I think that was when I heard you on that, I was like, "Eh, when did this happen? Like, what here?" So what was that like working with Rebler?
Rebel is like my new brother. Like he is like yeah, that guy. Like yeah, I've got a lot of time for that guy. Like working with him is like it's natural. Like we
Hmm.
just get each other. Like he pushes me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like we work well. To,
You work well together.
yeah, we support each
Mm-hmm.
other. Like he, he gives me a he, no, so like so so he I need to sing this because there's no way
Sing
I can
it,
get this
sing
out.
it, sing it, sing it.
So he obviously knows more about the gospel scene but can I do so he's been the one that's been sort of directing me like who to like who to like who to send this to and do that. So like
Yeah. So he's basically being your like your brother, your guide, and your mentor in this as on this journey that you're in. Because obviously, like this is new to you. He's been
it's
doing this for
very
a lot longer, and that direction, and I guess a brother in Christ as well, in terms of like your journey in your faith as well. Because I know he's very word
absolutely
driven.
very word driven. But that guy, hey, what's my life? Yes, see that guy, hey, that man of God. But
He's brilliant, isn't
that
he?
like,
So yeah, no, Rebler is he's an amazing person. Like I said, very word driven, and he knows his thing. So you're definitely in safe and good hands in terms of music and your faith journey, which you need. I think once you started this, you can't just go on your own. So you've got to like literally have someone with you to
literally can't do it.
guide
You
you.
can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, at all, at all. Okay, so you've said you've got new music coming out in June on the 11th, the new EP, which is fantastic, and then you've got some more music coming out, later on in the year, which is exciting. And for me, I'm very, very not only proud but so happy for you as well because I think
Uh,
it's amazing. Like it's phenomenal, and God can do anything, man. God can do so many things in so many different people's lives. So I thank him for using you in this time and continue just working in your heart as well, which is an amazing thing, which is a big thing as well. So all right, so how can people like keep in touch? Where can they find the music when it comes out? And obviously you've got some music out at the moment, so where can they find it and like your social media handles as well?
so streaming, no, so they can obviously find it in music on the major streaming platforms. I'm probably not singing like properly, but so they can find me on Instagram
Hmm.
/ Mark Asari. Also Twitter, Mark Asari, the Facebook and all that stuff. But you can hear all my songs on Spotify and iTunes and YouTube. Just type my name in and my face will pop up. And written is yeah.
Awesome. No, that's really, really good. And what's the title of the EP?
So it's called By Your Grace. By Your Grace.
Amazing. So By Your Grace, Mark Asari. It's gonna be out on 11th of June. When it drops, make sure that you buy it and
It's,
stream it as well.
yes.
Honestly, Mark, this has been amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that we finally got to do this. So thank
Yeah.
you so much. Congratulations on this new journey. First of all, thank God for 2020. Thank God for, rededicating your life back to God. Thank you for the music that He's allowing you to produce. And
Yeah.
thank you for being an inspiration. Yes, you have a stammer, but you're still able to use the gift that He gave you. You're still able to sing. You're still able to draw people near. You're still able to impact and change. So you're in a perfect example of what God can do, or not even what who God can use in
Mm,
anything. So yeah, continue to be an example, and we're going to be here supporting you always.
much appreciated. Thank you for having me and just for supporting. Like, yes, like you guys are always supporting and playing my songs and you thinking, yeah, yeah. So thank you, I appreciate it. And
Always, always.
more music to come. I'm not stopping. I'm I'm here to go. Let's
Keep
go.
going. Keep going. We're going to be here for you, and we're going to be here with you, supporting all the way. So keep it coming. And I just pray God continues to uphold you, strengthen you, and keep you going in this journey.
Amen. I need those prayers. Trust me.
We'll be praying for you. Definitely be praying for you for sure. We'll be praying for you.
Thank you. I
No
appreciate
worries
it.
at all. All right, guys. So until next time, that was my guest, Mark Asari. Until next time, keep it here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Just go down below, press subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you're alerted for when new videos do come up and you don't miss out on anything as well. So until next time, guys. God bless.
Peace. God bless.